Okay, so the good news is that the market is very low on the Red Sox. So maybe you can get some value in playing a win total because here's the thing. The Red Sox 78 and 84 last season, their win total at BetMGM is 77 and a half. So like the hopes aren't high, but it's a pretty low mark to reach. Is there any way the Red Sox go over their win total?
No question, and really it's tied into health. I mean, if the starting pitching that the Red Sox have acquired, knock on wood, somehow stay healthy, and you get four of those starters that can give you between, 27 and 30 starts, let's say, then maybe you got a chance with the bullpen that they built. I think that number is going to be a close shave. I don't know offensively, honestly, how good the Red Sox are going to be. Yoshida's going to pencil in somewhere at the top of the lineup. And you got guys like Justin Turner. You got a lot of nice little pieces, but you really don't have the megastar. And Rafi Devers is a great player, but he's not at that Manny Ramirez, what we're used to in Boston of the 40 homers, 130 RBI, voice of the organization. Not that Manny was. That was David Ortiz, but you get my point. So really the worries are on offense. But if the pitching holds up, yeah, there's a chance they could definitely hit that over. I think if everything goes perfect for this team this year, this is still a 500 team or maybe a game above. Now that allows you to cash an over-under. I know a lot of people love to bet the over anyway because why sweat the under? But I think it's just slim pickings for the Red Sox in terms of the betting market this year. I'd like to see some individual totals, wherever they set Devers at. I don't know where exactly that's going to land on. And now that we've got, online betting locally here in Massachusetts, I'm sure a lot of those numbers as the money comes in early might change. So we'll see how many sharps are really on particular numbers with the Red Sox, knowing that the market's going to react to all the locals that are probably just going to bet the over all the time.
We're talking with Andy Gresh, co-host of the Gresh and Faria show on WEEI 93.7 FM. So, Andy, you mentioned Masataka Yoshida, the 29-year-old outfielder from Japan that the Red Sox signed during the offseason. It kind of went under the radar, and you're saying he belongs at the top of the order. How good can he be?
Great question. I don't think anybody knows. Honestly, I don't even know if the Red Sox truly know what they have in this guy because we've heard a little bit of everything, right? He's got some pop in the bat. Fenway Park will work perfectly for him, but he's adapting to American pitching. He's adapting to a different culture. He's adapting to a different organization. A lot for Yoshida to kind of take in and thrive and be successful. So I in terms of betting markets with Yoshida, I'd have to be real particular if I'm going to drop a couple of bucks on that guy because I just don't know what he is. Now, obviously, Alex Cora has kind of talked about, he got some flexibility with the dude. So it'll be interesting to see where he lands in the lineup based on what they see in spring training. But some of the early returns he'll be up towards the top of the lineup. I think the betting market, it's going to have to react to the rules of the game. For anybody who plays fantasy baseball, if you're in one of those 5x5 leagues, stolen bases was like the category where a lot of people were like, yeah, go ahead, go win stolen bases. Well, now it's going to be a little different, with some of the changes to the game, the pitch clock, the wider bases, stuff like that. It'll be interesting to see how the betting market reacts to certain categories with certain players based on the changes baseball's making. But I'm kind of a stay away from Yoshida, maybe try to pick something up during the season, but I just can't predict anything effectively with that guy going into this year.
All right, so you were talking about the health of the Red Sox and how maybe that can be a factor that helps them because maybe they won't be as hurt as they were last year. How's this for some good news? Chris Sale back in the rotation. It looks like making his return, at least in Grapefruit League action. How big is this for the Red Sox?
Well, it can be big. Notice I said can be big because this guy finds different ways to get hurt. I know you're both youngs, but if you look up the different ways that Kevin Mitchell of the Giants and the Reds ended up getting injured during his Major League Baseball career, he had like a hard sneeze, pulled a rib muscle, had a hard fart, missed a couple of days. Like, that's Chris Sale. Chris Sale freaking fell off a bike where he was going to get lunch. So what else is this guy capable of? It's like he can walk into a door and end up, going on the DL for 2 weeks. So on paper, it feels great that Chris Sale is back. Also, you look at him and go, when's he going to break again? Because ever since he signed the extension under Dave Dombrowski, the only thing consistent about Sale is that he's gotten dinged up. But to the point earlier, if that guy stays healthy and makes 25, 27 starts, then the Red Sox maybe have a chance to have a better year than predicted. It's a lot of – honestly, this is a thin ice year for the Red Sox. As long as the pond can stay cold enough for them to walk on the ice and stay healthy, they might be okay. But at any point, they could take a step and be swimming with the cold fishes.
Andy, we got about 3 minutes left here, and everything I read about the Red Sox is that this is not a very deep team. So who is the one player in that lineup outside of Yoshida who needs to have a really good season for this team to surprise?
It's got to be Alex Verdugo. They need another guy to step up in the middle of the lineup. And, Verdugo was a part of the Mookie Betts deal. And for those Red Sox fans that can't let go of Mookie Betts, they constantly look at Alex Verdugo and are, is this guy going to be great? He ain't turning into Mookie Betts. However, what is the ceiling for Alex Verdugo? We hear that he's a guy, and he has shown popping his bat before. I would love to think of Alex Verdugo as someone more than a 20 home run, 75 RBI type guy. And some would say to me, man, 75 RBI for a guy like that, it feels like a lot. But they need that guy to step up in a big way. Every bit as much as they need Chris Sale upright to stay healthy, they need Alex Verdugo to have a career year. And I do believe he is in his last year of arbitration. So if you play the theory of, guy's in a contract year, a real contract year, where he can go out and make money, not an arbitration contract year, a lot of those guys end up playing above the numbers because, it's the dirt farmer dangling the carrot in front of the donkey, as Jerry Seinfeld would say.
Alex Verdugo, also one of a host of former Dodgers, it seems like, that are now on the Red Sox now with Justin Turner, Kike Hernandez. They got Kenley Jansen. So it's interesting to see that dynamic move east.